Imagine waking up to a nightmare, a home invasion, armed men and a tragic loss, a young mother murdered, a grieving husband tied up and left helpless, and a baby girl caught in the middle of it all. The world watched in horror as the details of this chilling case unfolded. But what if I told you, the story we were all led to believe was a lie? This is the shocking case of Caroline Crouch, the young woman who thought she had found love but ended up losing her life in one of the most elaborate deceptions ever staged. Stay with me as we unravel the case that fooled an entire nation, the media, and even the FBI. And before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I bring you true crime stories that need to be heard. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now, let's begin. Caroline Crouch was just 15 when she met Babis Anagnostopoulos, a charming, wealthy helicopter pilot 12 years her senior. It was a love story straight out of a movie. He flew a helicopter over her school to impress her. Within a few years they had eloped, married in Portugal, and settled in a picturesque home in the suburbs of Athens. They shared their love online, pictures of a perfect couple, a growing family, a dream home in the making. But behind the filtered Instagram posts, the reality was much darker. Caroline had dreams, ambitions, and a longing for independence. But Babis, he wanted control. May 11th, 2021. The call came in at dawn. A frantic husband, barely able to speak through muffled cries, told emergency services his home had been invaded by armed men with foreign accents. His wife had been murdered, his baby left crying beside her, and even their puppy had been strangled. When police arrived, they found chaos. Overturned furniture, a missing security camera memory card, and an open Monopoly box, where the couple had allegedly stashed their cash savings. But the most haunting sight? Caroline, face down on the bed, lifeless, her baby girl beside her clapping, trying to wake her up. Babis told investigators that 3 men broke in, tied him up, stole their money, and smothered Caroline with a pillow. But something wasn't right. Police worked tirelessly to track down the killers. A Georgian national with a history of home invasions was arrested at the border. But he had an alibi. Leads went cold. The pressure was mounting. Then investigators started noticing inconsistencies in Babis's story. The so-called intruders had entered through a basement window, but it was too small for an adult to fit through. No neighbors heard screaming, a struggle, or even breaking glass. Only the cries of a puppy in distress. The missing memory card? It had been removed hours before the alleged invasion. And Caroline's smartwatch? It revealed the most damning evidence. Her heart had stopped beating before Babis even called for help. Babis, the grieving husband, was now the prime suspect. 37 days after the murder, detectives approached Babis at Caroline's memorial service. They had new evidence. They needed him to come to the station. He agreed. For 8 hours he denied any wrongdoing. Then, he cracked. The truth was worse than anyone imagined. Babis confessed, but with a twisted narrative. He claimed he and Caroline had argued. She wanted to leave him, take their daughter. He lost control. In a fit of rage, he smothered her with a pillow. And then, he staged the entire crime scene. He killed their puppy. He tied himself up. He called the police, knowing full well he was the monster behind it all. The trial was swift. Babis Anagnostopoulos was charged with premeditated murder, obstruction of justice, and animal abuse. In May 2022, he was sentenced to life in prison. Caroline's family? Heartbroken. Her father called him a despicable coward. The world stunned. A man who played the grieving widower on TV had orchestrated the perfect lie until the evidence spoke for itself. Caroline's baby girl will grow up without her mother, without her father, but justice at the very least has been served. Caroline was young, full of life, and had a future ahead of her. She dreamed of freedom, but instead, she was trapped in a web of control that ultimately took her life. Her story is a chilling reminder that sometimes, the most dangerous people aren't strangers in the dark. They're the ones who promise to love us. If you found this case as shocking as I did, let me know in the comments. What do you think of Babis's actions? Was justice truly served? And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I cover real stories, real crimes, and real justice. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Until next time, stay safe, and always trust your instincts.